Hey guys, today we'll be discussing the Straw Hats' journey and interesting things they accomplished or need to accomplish. Anyways, my name is Lanai and I'm going to basically give you a story in order, but a quick one. Tell me what you're interested in on this series or if you started watching it, and what are your opinions on the things I'll discuss. Okay, so the Straw Hats crew weren't always together. The story started with Luffy, the main character. Luffy didn't always like pirates until Shanks, a future emperor, came to his island. Luffy was only 7 years old when they met. When Luffy befriended Shanks and his crew, he started to like pirates and want to become one. He wanted to aim for the top title, King of Pirates, as you can see in these clips.
俺はいつかこの一味にも負けない仲間を集めて世界一の財宝を見つけて海賊王になってやる。
バカたれめが。
じいちゃんに言っとくことがあるんだ。
あ、なんだ。
俺海賊にはなんねえ。
はは、やっと分かってくれたか。
俺はただの海賊じゃなくて海賊王になる。
赤髪などにかぶれおって。
One day at a bar, Luffy always meets the pirate crew at that bar almost every day. He secretly eats a devil fruit that Shanks left in his bag, and that's when he began to have powers. As for what we know about the power, Luffy's real fruit is called the Hito Hito no Mi Nika. It is a mythical zone fruit, and it transforms its user, the sun god Nika, once it has been awakened. The people that doesn't know its history behind it calls it the Gum Gum fruit. When it was time for Shanks and his crew to set sail, Shanks gave Luffy his straw hat and said, "I'll leave this hat with you. It's dear to me. Take good care of it. Bring it back to me someday once you become a great pirate." Luffy kept those words in his heart and kept following his dream after that day. Here's a video of him giving Luffy his hat.
お前なんかが海賊になれるか。なる。俺はいつかこの一味にも負けない仲間を集めて世界一の財宝を見つけて海賊王になってやる。
ほう、俺たちを超えるのか。じゃあこの帽子をお前に預ける。俺の大切な帽子だ。いつかきっと返しに来い。立派な海賊になってな。
Later on, when Luffy turned 17, so a decade from when he saw Shanks set sail, on the first island he set sail. If you want to see a visual of him saying goodbye to his village and stuff, here's one.
じゃあ俺行くからよ。とうとう行っちゃいましたね、村長。寂しくなるわ。
村の恥じゃ、海賊になろうなんぞ。
いやー、今日はいい船出日和だな。あれは出たか、金塊の主。相手が悪かったな。10年鍛えた俺の技を見ろ。ゴムゴムのピストル。 い知ったか、魚め。すげえ、近海の武将一撃。
強くなったな、あいつ。
まずは仲間集めだ。10人は欲しいな。そして海賊機。よっしゃー、行くぞー、海賊王に俺はなる。
The first stop he made, he came across a swordsman that uses 3 swords. His name is Zoro. Zoro's dream was to become the world's greatest swordsman. Luffy liked that dream and said since he's going to become king of pirates, he needs the strongest pirate crew. But he said that on a different episode. It wasn't the same one as meeting Zoro. And here's a video of Zoro joining Luffy's crew.
縄は解いてやるから俺の仲間になってくれ。
なんだと？
俺は一緒に海賊になる仲間を探してるんだ。
断る。自分から悪党になり下がろってのか？ご苦労なこって。
海賊のどこが悪い？
海賊なんて下道だ。誰がなるか。
別にいいじゃんか。もともとお前悪い賞金稼ぎって言われてるんだから。
世間がどう言おうと勝手だが、俺は後悔するようなことはやっちゃいねえ。何が何でも生き延びて、俺は俺のやりたいことを成し遂げる。
はあ、そっか。でも俺はお前を仲間にするって決めた。
勝手に決めんな。
お前刀使うんだってな。
ああ、だがあのバカ息子が持ってっちまったよ。
俺が取り返してくるよ。
何？
だから刀が欲しけりゃ俺の仲間になれ。
立ち悪いぞてめえ。
Later on, they landed at an island called Orange Town, where they found Nami, their navigator. Nami's dream was to draw a map of the entire world. Nami was using Luffy at first, but then when she saw he wanted to be friends with her and helped her save her hometown, she trusted him and joined the crew. In this visual, this is where Luffy asked her to join his crew when he found out she was a navigator. But she said no, but later on she does say yes.
空の航海士より腕は立つわよ。そうか、ちょうどお前航海士として俺たちの仲間にならないか？本当？ああ、海賊の仲間入りだ。いや、あんた海賊だったの？ああ、俺誓ったんだ。この麦わら帽子をくれた人に仲間を集めて海賊になるって。私が世界で一番嫌いなものは海賊なの。好きなものはお金とみかん。おい、航海士になってくれよ。やだっつってんでしょ。
Luffy found Usopp in Syrup Village, where he was looking for a ship. Usopp's dream was becoming a brave warrior of the sea, even though he's scared of literally everything if you watch the show. And this is how Usopp joined the crew.
I'm taking off for life on the high seas, and I hope that we'll eventually meet again, that's all.
What are you talking about? Get on already.
Huh?
We're friends, right? So get on.
This is it! I'm really a pirate captain now!
Don't be stupid, Usopp! I'm the captain!
Next, Luffy finds Sanji, but it wasn't on an island. It was on a big ship named Shipwright, which is a restaurant. Sanji's dream was finding the All Blue. He is a chef on the ship. He only uses his legs to fight and doesn't harm anyone with his fist because he's a cook. Fun fact about him is he would never hit a woman. He would rather die than to hit a woman. Another thing is he's obsessed with women, which is funny because he's very polite and gentle when greeting them. He also has the best manners on the ship. And here's a clip of Luffy asking him to join his crew.
なあ、仲間になってくれよ。
それは断る。俺はこの店で働かなきゃいけねえ理由があるんだ。
やだ、断る。
何がだ。
お前が断ることを俺は断る。お前はいいコックだから一緒に海賊をやろう。
Next person that joins the crew is Chopper. He is a reindeer, but everyone calls him a raccoon dog, which is funny, but he gets mad when people call him that. They met him on Jump Island. He was taught medicine on Jump Island by his two parental figures, Doctors Luke and Kurhia. Chopper aims to travel all across the world in the hopes of accomplishing his dream of being able to cure any disease. Since he's a doctor and great with medicine, he is the doctor of the ship. Chopper grew up on the Winter Island Drum, where he was an outcast among reindeer due to his blue nose. He ate the Hito Hito no Mi human fruit, giving him the ability to speak, think, and transform into a human. This ability further alienated him from the other reindeer, and he was rejected by the herd. And this is how he joined Luffy's crew.
Hey, you're gonna come on our ship and be a pirate with us, okay? I can't. Sure you can, reindeer. It's a whole lot of fun.
That's not a very good argument.
I can't. I'm not a human, I'm a reindeer! I have antlers and hooves, don't you see? I even have a blue nose!
Next person that joins the crew is Robin. Robin was content to die at the collapsing tomb of the kings, but was rescued by Luffy, who she deemed responsible for her life, and started traveling with the crew. During this time, she found a new lead in her quest to learn the true history of the world. At first, she didn't trust the crew, so she basically used them until she realizes how loyal and genuine they are to her. She never had that before on any other ship. When she has the realization, she stays and becomes a new crewmate. Something great she can do is read poneglyphs. Robin ate the Hana no Mi, a paramecia type devil fruit that allows her to sprout duplicates of any of her body parts from any surface within range. She was the one that asked to join the crew, and here's a video of how that happened. The next person that joins the Straw Hat crew is Frankie, who was born a human but due to injuries from getting hit by a water train, he's basically a cyborg because of the parts he made and attached to himself. Frankie is a human with artificial parts, commonly known as a cyborg. His front is heavily armored and insensitive to most attacks, while his back, where he could not reach, remains sensitive. Something about Frankie is that he had a crew where they all called him Big Bro. The reason he had to leave that crew is because after he was with the Straw Hats to Ennie's lobby to save Robin, he became really wanted and had to sail with them so he wouldn't be caught. Another reason he joined the Straw Hats is because he used the wood he had bought with the Straw Hats' stolen money and his skills as a former shipwright and built the crew a new ship that he claims could take the crew all the way to the end of their adventure and join them to fulfill his dream in seeing and maintaining the ship. He wanted to see his creation sail on adventures as well. Here's a clip of when they came back to the island they was before they went to defeat the world government, and here is how he joined the crew.
さあ乗れよフランキー、俺の船に。
へへ、生意気言うんじゃねえよ。ハリボテ修理しかできねえど素人どもめ。これだけ立派な船に大工の一人もいねえと船が不憫だ。 仕方ねえ。世話してやるよ。おめえらの船の船大工、このフランキーが請け負った。
やったー、新しい仲間だ
ラグナ麦わらさんは信頼できる男だ。
The ninth crew member is Brook. After another 5 lonely years in the Florian Triangle, Brook's ship happened to come across the Thousand Sunny, which is their ship name. 3 of the Straw Hat Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy, Nami, and Sanji, decided to board his ship upon seeing Brook singing. Out of nowhere, for no reason, Luffy said, "Want to join my crew?" because he thought Brook was interesting and cool. And that's how Brook joined the crew. The only problem was he didn't have his shadow at the time. And they needed to travel to the Thriller Bark, which is the biggest ship in One Piece. He eventually got his shadow back, and the journey continued from there. Brook is the magician and swordsman of the ship. So we have 2 swordsmen now. Here's a clip of him accepting to join Luffy's crew.
なぜここにいるのか、この船で何があったのか、この海ではどんなことが起きるのか、全部答えろ。
待て。そんなことよりお前俺の仲間になれ。
いいですよ。
The last crewmate that joined is Jimbe, who is a fisherman. Jimbe was once a warlord that worked for the Marines. He wanted to join Luffy's crew so that he could lend him his support and help bring the world to the new dawn. Jimbe is the helmsman of the Straw Hat Pirates. His powers are natural. Here's a visual of Luffy asking him to join his crew.
Ah, Jimbe.
All the Straw Hats created a strong bond with each other and still travels the world together with a goal and dreams. Each place they go, they get stronger and stronger and become a more problem for the Marines and the world government. They all went through a lot of emotions and troubles with each other, which makes their bond stronger. Since Luffy the captain became an emperor after he defeated Kyle, he's became an even more threat for the Marines and the world government. They want to capture him even more and execute him. Unfortunately, Luffy still didn't become king of pirates and still didn't get to meet up with Shanks and complete his promise. But once they come out with more episodes, we should later find out what happens. I love One Piece because it's entertaining, interesting, and a very great anime. And it's not boring and it's funny every episode. So everything I just went over is basically Luffy's journey of finding crewmates for his crew so they can succeed a goal together and accomplish their dreams.